Well, sometimes I kind of get confused. I don't know a lot about Israel, the land, and the Jewish people. So I guess what is a simple way to define the difference between the Jewish state and the state of Israel? Is there a separation? Is there a difference between Israel and the
Um,
Jewish people?
so not now, right? So right now, no, there's not a big difference. Um, Israel is morphing as its government is set up the way it is, that it's more and more inclusive as time goes on. Depending on who you read, they'll say it's an apartheid state. That's ridiculous. You literally have Arabs participating in the government, and they're making up part of the government now, and there are contended factions as part of the loose government that they have now. It's been 3 years since they've had multiple elections to elect the prime minister. Netanyahu was ousted recently, and the gentleman who took over, they have kind of a segmented government in the way it works, and it's actually built by minorities now, minority groups of people. So it's very inclusive. The government's very inclusive, but on the other hand, it is the destination or homeland of the Jewish people. So it's hard to take away the government from the actual landmass and people group. Now, in the United States, we have an easier time separating, because everything that happens in the Middle East is far off from us. We do the same thing with Muslim and Sunni and Shia. We don't understand. Those are two factions that fight each other all the time, constantly. They're at war more with each other than they are with us. The Sunni Shia would rather kill themselves than kill Americans. Yet you don't have that understanding on the news. Well, there's similar ideas when it comes to the people of Israel, the Jewish people, and the nation state of Israel. So one of those would be there are Jewish people scattered all throughout the world. So when disbursement happened because of different reasons throughout history, people fleeing Germany and German oppression and the Holocaust, people fleeing at different points in history when the nation itself was broken up, those people, in one sense or another, want to come home. So right now, our organization is putting together funds to bring Ethiopian Jews back to Jerusalem, back to Israel. It's called Aliyah. They're making this trip, and it's a way of helping these people come back to what they believe is their land, their rightful land, coming back to the rightful home. Now, some have been gone for many generations, so they've intermarried and intermingled with different cultures and groups, and they look a little different than maybe they did when they left. That's okay. There's no barrier to entry because they look different. So you have Ethiopian Jews, very black Jews coming to Jerusalem. They don't look like a Middle Eastern man or woman, but again, at their heart, of their core, they're still Jewish because they carry that tradition, and so they're coming back home. So that might give a loose definition of what it is, that there are people groups throughout the world that some of them are wanting to come back to the nation state of Israel, and then there's the nation state of Israel itself trying to preserve not only a landmass but trying to preserve a way of life. One of the things that's different for Christians, that Jewish people see the world differently, and it's kind of divided up there too, but they are called or separated because of their worship to God, to Yahweh. And so they're called to be something different than the rest of the world. That's what marked them initially in the Old Testament, and that carries that marking through and even into the nation itself, that it is called, or it's carved out, or it's marked as a testament to God.